You've heard the story of a good girl falling for the bad boy. You know how the story ends, of course. Or do you? Brad Johansson found an intriguing tale in Adams County. That may be an understatement.
Intriguing to say the least. In the little town of Manchester, Ohio, everyone knows everyone else's business. So come April 2nd, most know there will be a big 4-day music festival called the Sam Jam. But the love story that brings the bands to the stage might very well just take your breath away. Ty Jamison just looks like a rocker. A bad boy made the jam. So when he got the offer at 22 to play in the Virgin Islands, why in the world would you stay in Manchester, Ohio?
Come down here, let's be a 5-piece, and we'll take over this island.
How'd that work?
Oh my gosh. As soon as we got down there, show after show, that's all we did.
You're killing it.
Killing it.
He was killing it on the beach. She was dying on the farm. If no transplant comes?
If there's no transplant, then I won't be alive. It's either a transplant or death.
For how long?
That's a good question.
Suffering from cystic fibrosis, Sam needs new lungs. But before Ty left, no oxygen tubes needed, no strings attached.
Hanging out, I went to watch his band play music a lot at the bars. And then house parties, he would come. Still never put a title on anything, but between all that, of course I fell in love with him, so.
You didn't tell him?
Of course not, no.
Is this just the good girl wanting the bad boy?
Typical story like that, yeah.
She told me that her friends would say, stay away from that guy.
I feel like I was probably one of those people.
Really? Why would you say that?
Just because I knew what kind of person that he used to be.
Sam apparently knew what he could be.
I came back because I felt something 2,000 miles away. I felt something in my heart that I have never felt before.
She really didn't know he'd come back, and if he did, he'd have to get past Mom.
Please do not bring this long-haired guy down that's got tattoos. I said, just don't do that. I said, because I'll probably ask him to leave.
And then, 1 year ago this week, that long-haired tattooed guy showed up on their porch.
He explained to me how he can play music anytime. He can play music for the rest of his life, but here is where he needs to be.
There for breathing treatments, hospital visits, and moral support, but all of that doesn't add up to the $300,000 needed for a lung transplant.
This guy contacting me that I barely knew, I just knew she loved, but asking me, hey, can we have a festival at your house?
Cue the music. Ghost Mountain will be one of the 17 bands to play on these 18 acres in a 4-day April festival to raise enough money to make her say yes.
I'll marry her right now, and I told her that. I was going to marry her right then. But she wants to be...
I want to be able to dance. I want to be able to walk down the aisle without having extra with me as far as oxygen. That's the only thing. I want new lungs.
And by now, Mom's on board.
I couldn't have asked for a better son-in-law.
A couple of things are still missing, though. Where do you stand on the list?
I'm number 1. I just got the call Friday that I am number 1 for my blood type.
Timing is everything, especially the first time that some bad boy plays a love song written just for you.
But there was one light, one heart that crossed my mind. I now can see you. You are my love. You are my life.
Did you change him?
I don't want to say that I changed him. I'll say love changed him. I think love changes everyone.
Sometimes it's okay if all you do today is breathe. For ticket information, go to local12.com, click that red Get It button for a link to the Sam Jam Music Fest, April 2nd through the 5th, Manchester, Ohio. As her body is retaining carbon dioxide, she was moved to Children's Hospital this weekend. She's in ICU right now at the emergency level of the transplant list.